So I will probably um, speed this video up at some point. Um, what I'm doing is a picture of Prince. So for a friend of mine, she liked Prince a lot. As you guys know, his passing shook the world a little bit, and he's a good friend of mine, so I know she wasn't too pleased. She asked me to do something for her, so just right now trying to get some landmarks here, lips. He's got the, always had the cool beard shapes and stuff. I think I want to have maybe some doves, when doves cry type stuff coming off of his beard or something. I'm not sure. Maybe his hair. He's got like a curl coming out of his hair. It's the old Prince iconic profile with the curl kind of thing up here. He's always had good hair. So I'm thinking too, I may do some watercolors with this one as well. I'm probably at a 75% sure that I will, but just want to see how it's going to turn out once I get a lot of the shading and stuff done. I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see when I start laying down some of the hard pencils, but then again it'll be more of sped time-lapse type of video. I'm thinking, I was thinking maybe they're coming out here. I'm just looking at the picture now. I thought he had some other stuff happening with his beard, and it looks like he does, so I may, because this is all hair back over here, I may just have doves floating off the beard or something like that. Like I said, up in this direction, or hell, why not both? And then we'll just go from there and see what happens. Really just freestyling this piece for her. Prince has always had good facial features and pretty decent fair skin, which is always a treat for an artist to, draw from that. So and then this being a profile also it's pretty easy. Nothing major happening, like no 3/4 turns or nothing like that. So yeah, it shouldn't take too long, but again, it's for a friend. Hey Don, and yeah, we'll just get this going and see where it takes us. because at this point, I mean, after researching what picture, there was a couple other pictures that I was thinking about doing, but I just kept going back to this one because of the idea that I already had in my mind what I wanted to do. So, once something is pretty much, for me anyway, when something is already in my mind, it's usually a done deal, and I usually stick with that. I can see it. I just need to box stuff out to make it work, but for the most part, yeah, it's a done deal already. So it's just more or less now how to execute what is up in my mind. Like I said, I usually just box stuff out, shape it out first, see how it looks, and then I'll go in and start laying down some hard edges. I'm not sure. I think I want to do hard edges first and then some watercolors, or I may do just some light stuff and then come back. Who knows? I don't know. So, because I'm trying to figure out how that watercolor is actually going to affect if I do like darker lines over the blue pencil, or and you guys have to forgive me because this is so weird. I'm talking to myself. My roommates aren't here, so I'm trying to stay focused on drawing and talking to you guys. So I don't know how the watercolor will react over the blue lines. And right now, at some point, I guess I can experiment with that, but I just don't feel like experimenting right now. This is kind of in my head right now, and I just want to get it out. So, that'll be all dark. He's got the little mole here, and then you got some shadow type of thing happening here. And as I'm looking at this picture of Prince, or anything in that, for that matter, you want to kind of, and there's just some tips that I'm gonna shoot out real quick until I get tight up in here, but you want to look at the landmarks and kind of measure things. So you guys can't see it, but as I'm looking at the portrait on my computer screen, I want to keep the distance here somewhat general, like how it is up there, from his beard to his eye, from his mole, looks like it's a little off. This can probably be stretched out just a tad bit, but I think it'll work. His chin, just you want you're measuring it. You can take your pencil. I don't know if you can see this, but and you just kind of look at it, and get your arm's length away. Look at whatever your picture is, and do the same. And you measure with your thumb. So if you got so much distance from his eye with a thumb, you want that same distance as your drawing. So you want to kind of close one eye. You want to close one eye there. So maybe that's something I'll show you guys on another video, or you can probably YouTube it yourself and look at it. But so this distance, as I held my arm at arm's length, that tip of my pencil is from his nose and his eye. And so it's the same here. So if I hold the distance here and look at it, it's the same distance, and that's just how you measure and get stuff in proportion. Um, I'm sure there's some scientifical jargon for it. They taught us at school, but I probably didn't pay too close attention. Um, and it's the same with everything, you know. If you were drawing a body, you kind of still want that exact or close to it anyway. You know, distance from everything, and I'm just rambling. You guys get it. So, just putting in his hairline here. And again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out, you know, subscribing or whatever, if you did. If not, go do that. Go tell some of your friends. My goal is to get a lot of my Instagram followers to come to YouTube. I don't know. I like this platform a little better. Actually shows what I'm doing. I can really talk to you guys, and you can talk with me, etc., etc. Blah blah. Let's add this here. I think what I will do is go in kind of dark and heavy. That might be a little off. Let's bring that down. I think I will go in dark and heavy on this, and then just allow the colors to kind of fall where they may with watercoloring. I've grown to like watercolors too. They're very simple. You don't have to really think, I guess, maybe, but they just work for me is because you kind of put some water on there, you get some color, light, dark, light source, boom, and it looks like you spent so much time on something you really didn't spend so much time on. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So let's see here. This is ear, but I don't think I'm gonna mess with the ear. And I think I may do like the little, what part of the ear is this called? I'd have to look it up. But that little hook piece. Some shading here, kind of. But I think what I'm gonna do is make this black and then make the doves black or something, start peeling off. So it'll be like little ones, and then they'll get bigger kind of as they float out here. And then I'll just have a few just hanging out here. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see. See, as I go in and start doing like really hard pencil lines now. So I'm using watercolor paper, and it's a little tricky at times with the pencil because there's some texture on this paper, and the pencil sometimes wants to do what it wants to do. That's when I gotta be like, yo, you listen to me. I like how thick it is. I've always liked thick paper in general. And now I'm at another dilemma of what I want to do. Do I want to darken? I think I'll darken all of this in with the blue pencil, but just lightly dust watercolors on here. I don't want to go too heavy with them. But wherever there's some dark stuff, I will definitely make really dark with the pencil. And again, one of my videos, I already talked to you guys about me, and as far as what tools I use. So this is the same pencil, Graph Gear 500, with some, and it's by Pentel. Also, the blue lead is from Pentel as well. I think it's a 0.7. So yeah, that's what I use. Again, I don't have any fancy stuff or anything like that. It's all just not cheap, but you know, just basic stuff, nothing to write home about or try and rob or get to the store. Just basic stuff, y'all. So yeah, I'm trying to withhold myself from, because he has a shadow here under on the corner of his nose, and I want to shade it in, but I'm still debating on if I want to do that with the watercolors. I don't know. Shit. And I won't edit this too much because I want you to kind of hear, or you know, at least know what I go through when I'm trying to do a piece. So it's not just I'm looking at his portrait. I mean, that's pretty easy enough, but you know, just the thought process of what I'm going through in order to get where the end result, how I want it to be. So I know that that the pencil doesn't write or draw too well over the watercolor, but I do want watercolor. I don't know. Anywho, I'll figure it out. I'm about to speed this up here, so just continue watching, and I appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.